Hello friends, I'm starting my 2 series to help you to prepare for the CISM exam. First series covered the 38 task statements of CISM using the Google Jamboard. And the second series covered the live scenarios which will cover the concepts, processes and techniques covered in CISM. The reason to start these 2 series is to help you to visualize the information security domain. This visualization and the scenario techniques makes it easier for you to learn and work in the information security domain. So let's start and see the difference by yourself. CISM has 4 domains. The first one is the information security governance. The second is information risk management. The third domain is information security program development and management. The fourth domain is information security incident management. And all these domains have some associated task statements. And these task statements provide us a glimpse of what task can be expected or assigned to us as a CISM certified professional. Also, if we have a good understanding of these task statements, then we can have a better clarity of the CISM certification expectations and the information security domain. So let's start with the very first statement. Domain 1 of CISM is having in total 9 task statements, and the first one is establish and or maintain an information security strategy in alignment with organizational goals and objectives to guide the establishment and or ongoing management of the information security program. All these task statements have some specific words, and as an information security practitioner, we must understand those terminology. And in this first task statement, we must know about organizational goals and objective, governance, information security strategy, information security program. Also, we must understand the relation between all these, means we need to see the bigger picture. All of us have some goals in life, and we all understand that goal is the result we want to achieve. And when we set a goal, then the same is the end result, which will set the direction of our work and set our vision. Like you have a goal to become CISM certified. In the same way, every business have some goal to achieve, which will set the intention and ambition of the business. To achieve any goal, we need to set some objective, which are very precise actions which can be measured and move us towards the preset goal. So objectives are short, time bounded and measurable. For example, setting an objective for CISM certification is to cover one domain every week, and then next week you will practice the questions. So you create an objective toward the goal of achieving the CISM certification. Now let's understand what governance means. Governance is the action or manner of governing a state or organization. So that we can say governance create a plan on how the company will achieve a goal and then make sure the plan is followed by taking note of the progress. The governance body of any organization has board of directors and the executives such as CEO, CFO, etc. And the direction set by the governance body is implemented in the organization by the executives and the managers. So we can use this pyramid to understand the governance concept in a better way. So governance body set the strategy, and the governance body has the board of director, executive and stakeholders. And at the management level, or we can say at the operational level, we have the managers and the employees, which will move in the direction set by the governance body. The governance in any organization can be of different types to cover various sections and its work. So we have corporate governance, which covers both IT governance and information security governance. Also, the IT and information security governance, they overlap, and this overlapping covers all the information technology related security elements of governance. The governance body understands the business needs and works to evaluate, direct and monitor the management body to achieve the business goals. And the management body will plan, build, run, monitor and provide the feedback back to the governance body, so that this feedback helps the governance body to measure the progress and to take further decisions. And now comes the strategy. Strategy is the plan to achieve the objective. And in the same way, the business strategy is the plan to achieve the business objective. In the same way, the information security strategy is a plan to achieve an information security objective. So we can say to achieve a business goal, we need to set different objectives, such as marketing objective, finance objective, information security objective, and then finally we need to create strategy for all these objectives. But all these objectives and strategies should support the business goal and objectives. In CISM, the main focus is on information security strategy. And information security strategy is a plan to achieve a goal related to information security. When making the strategy document, we must know the elements which we need to deal with, like the people, the process, and the technologies. Also, we must consider the constraints like budget constraint, resource crunch, work location, etc. etc. There are some techniques that we can use to make a strategy document. These are SWOT, gap analysis, and threat research. Let's have a quick understanding of these techniques. SWOT here means strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. So in information security, we need to find out what are the strengths associated to information security within that particular business environment. What are the weaknesses associated to that particular business environment related to information security? What are the opportunities available and what are the threats available? So in this, we can say like strengths, we have a very strong understanding of the government regulations related to information security. We have very strong practices related to data security encryption. We have regularly well updated antivirus software. All these are the strengths. Then we need to find out the weaknesses. Weaknesses, we can say we have a lack of written security plan. There's no process to update for security patches if there is a very poor security funding. So all these are weaknesses. And then we have opportunities, such as like we have an option for cloud storage. We have an option to keep our information secure and in a remote site. Also, the threats can be environmental concern such as flooding or fire. Any computer viruses are threats to our environment. Any hacking attempt is also a threat to our environment. So if we do this SWOT analysis, that is define strength, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats, then we have a better understanding of the security environment. So the next technique to create information security strategy is gap analysis. In this technique, we create different focus areas, and for each focus area, we define the desired future state, and then we need to check for the current state within that particular focus area, and this will provide the gap between the present and the desired state. And finally, we will create an action plan or strategy to reach the desired state. And the third technique is the threat research. In this technique, we need to pinpoint the threats and create some scenarios using the TTPs, tactics, technique, and procedures of the attacker and the threats. Also, we need to take care of the impact of those. And then finally, we need to pinpoint the countermeasures. And these countermeasures will help us to create the strategy. Now we can bring all these components together and create a bigger picture of information security domain. So the whole security domain can be divided into 3 layers: security governance, security management, and security implementation and operation. So in security governance, we create strategic planning, we do the structuring, we define the roles and responsibilities, we create an enterprise security architecture, we create policies, guidelines, security budget. And in security management, we need to find out or define a framework which we will use in our environment for information security management. And then we will select the controls out of that and allocate resources to move those controls in our environment. Also, in information security implementation and operation, we do the implementation and deployment, we do the maintenance, updates, patching, attack recovery, incident management. All these things comes under the security implementation and operation. Now, let's come back to the task statement. The task statement says, establish and maintain an information security strategy in alignment with organizational goals and objectives to guide the establishment and ongoing management of information security program. Now, it is clear to us that every organization has some business goal, and to achieve and measure the progress toward those goals, the organization will set some objective. And to achieve those objectives, they need to have some functions, some processes, and some practices. Like information security is a function, and the information security strategy and the information security program covers the processes and the practices part. These functions, processes, and practices created under the guidance of corporate governance, and in that we have information security governance. The information security technology governance also is covered in the same. Using the information security governance, we create the information security strategy to achieve the information security objectives which are aligned with the business requirement. And to implement this information security strategy, we need to have an information security program that covers the policy document, the standards document, the procedure documents, the baseline documents, and other best practices document. And Information Security Manager with senior managements need to create all these documents. Also, we need to consider the internal and external factors. At the same time, we also need to support the business goal and objective while creating all these documents. And while doing all this, the Information Security Manager should also take commitment and support from all stakeholders and the senior management. For this, he need to provide some key information such as progress metrics, impact analysis, return on investment analysis, etc. to the senior management to get the support. So this is the whole picture that the task statement 1 of domain 1 wants you to understand. You can access this jumbled Jamboard using my Patreon page. If you put all the bits and pieces on this Jamboard by yourself, you will have a better and deeper understanding of the whole concept by visualization, the information security domain. You can join my Patreon page for more such Jamboard sessions, and also you can download a copy of this Jamboard for further practice. And also you can solve and visualize the scenario based questions using these Jamboard, and keep watching for more such videos.